looking forward to it. What can we expect, as I said there?
Well, it's May, Michael, and I suppose hope springs eternal that we'd have a brilliant championship, and then you come to Donegal and Ballybuffet today and you have a miserable wet day. But yet, you know, what do people want in football? People want entertainment, but they also want to see their own counties winning. So even though it's a dreadful day here today, and I'm sure nobody expects a brilliant game of open, expansive football, the crowds still come in huge numbers because they all want to see a contest. They'll get that today and they'll get plenty of those throughout the summer. I don't expect that it's going to be a brilliant championship, but the demise of Gaelic football is exaggerated. It is a brutal game to watch in its worst form, and yet we had 2 brilliant semi-finals last year, and hopefully we'll get more of that. There wasn't too many other brilliant games, but yet within the championship there's all sorts of mini dramas that are played out in every province. You look at Longford beating Offaly coming from behind. They'll be very...
And I mean, Jim McGuinness, when he set out with the whole Donegal project, the primary aim was to smash Tyrone, because of course the great Tyrone team was in its twilight. They had dominated football in Ireland really for a decade, and the idea was, his specific idea was to smash them. And this is the pitch where it all began, you know, because in 2005 Jim McGuinness was still playing for Glenties, and before the first league game he tore his cruciate, and he offered to help out with the management for the season. They'd never won a Donegal championship. I mean, there was no prospect that they would. And that summer, they won the Donegal Senior Championship. They beat St Eunice Letterkenny, who were the 1-5 favourites in the final, with this bewildering new style of football, 13 men behind the halfway line, counter-attack, and they beat them 10-5. People couldn't believe it. And that's where it all started. And you can see now that, I mean, for example, the minor game that we were just watching, both teams are playing heavy blanket defensive counter-attacking systems. And it all goes back to that fateful moment, I think, when Jim McGuinness did his...
The injury that changed history. By the way, in that minor match which was going on,
Ulster Kingpins begin their Championship 2015 journey with 11 of the team that started in last year's All-Ireland final. Goalkeeper Paul Durkin now plays club football with Ballyboden St Enda's in Dublin, but begins his 11th Championship season this afternoon with Donegal. Paddy McGrath joins the McGee brothers, Neil and Eamon, from Guidor in the full back line. The number 6 jersey belongs to Carl Lacey, with Ryan McHugh and Frank McGlynn on the wings. Neil Gallagher makes his 40th Championship appearance today at centre field, with Martin McElhenney standing right beside him. 22-year-old Oran McNeilish leads the Donegal attack, with Martin O'Reilly and Christy Toy selected as his wingmen. The main man, of course, is Michael Murphy, and as usual he'll wear 14. Patrick McBrearty will operate at top of the left, with one late change, seeing Colin McFadden coming into the team at corner forward. Between a groin injury and a loss of form, goalkeeper Niall Morgan loses out, so Michael O'Neill makes his first championship start. Ronan McNamee mans the edge of the square, with Aidan McCrory and Cathal McCarran in the corners. Wearing number 5 will be Drommore's Ronan McNabb, with the experienced Justin McMahon a key figure at centre-back. Peter Hart completes the line. In the middle of the field, Colm Kavanagh's experience and performance will be crucial, as his midfield partner, under-21 star Rory Brennan, is a late change and is a championship debutant. It's the Tyrone half-forward line that's most interesting, with the big news that another under-21 star, Cathal McShane, starts. Remember, he was man of the match in the All-Ireland under-21 final against Tipperary. And in the full-forward line, Captain Sean Kavanagh is fit to start, despite recent knee surgery. Beside him in that inner line will be 2 lively forwards, Darren McCurry and Conor McAleskey, against Tyrone. Wonderful venue, difficult conditions, and away we go. Ryan McHugh knocks it back, fires his centre-half back Carl Lacey in his familiar white boots. Coming forward is Oran McNeilish, looking around. Colin McFadden in the background, gives it instead for his Martin McElhenney. Frank McGlynn joins the half-forward line. There he is, nice 1-2 with Oran McNeilish. McGlynn, is he going to score the first point of the Ulster Championship 2015? White flag raised. Frank McGlynn is the man that will be responsible for all the quiz questions in time. Who scored the first point in the Ulster Championship 2015?
Yes, and was sweetly struck, Marty, from a difficult angle, getting played.
Two residents of the Donegal full back line for quite a while now. 9 years and indeed 13 years respectively. Colin McFadden and Neil Gallagher. Michael Murphy. Murphy again. Going deep down for his corner forward, Patrick McBrearty. Man very much in form. Gets away from the challenge of 2 Tyrone defenders, and he kicks a wonderful point.
A superb score by McBurdy. He did everything to do out from the sideline. Took on the responsibility, took on the full back line and struck it over the bar into a difficult wind. But what surprised me that time, actually, Michael Murphy has gone back into the middle of the field and left the full forward line free to McBurdy.
Coming forward is Matty Donnelly. That's a high challenge. Carl Lacey flicking it back. Fares McGlenn. Available is Eamon McGee. Order McNeilish. Nice skill by McNeilish. Such balance. Good vision as well. Spots that Neil Gallagher is available. Good ball inside Paris Christie Toy. And Toy shoots and scores. Impressive play by Donegal. Remember that breeze is against him in this opening half, and in the opening 4.5 minutes is 3 splendid points by Donegal.
Yeah, talk about economy of effort. three opportunities, 3 scores. That time taken very confident.
Playing a deep role as Donegal try a 2-man full forward line with McFadden playing around midfield and around the half-back line, which leaves Michael Murphy and Patrick McBrearty up front. Here's the chance for Martin McElhenney. Frank McGlenn again on the return pass. Floating one in. There's a chance here for McElhenney, and that's very good football from Donegal. And right now, Tyrone are a bit all over the shop, I'm afraid, because Donegal are looking very anxious, very determined, and very much on the ball.
Oh, dictating terms completely. And Marty, you were talking and eventually getting scores like what we've seen.
Referee didn't like the challenge from Donegal. Quick free taken. This is Peter Hart going forward. He's a good footballer, whether you play wing back or indeed in the 40. A nice ball out for Darren McCurry. Donegal defence all over the place. What a cracker of a goal. Darren McCurry. It's exactly what Tyrone needed after conceding 4 scores in the opening 9 minutes. But where was the Donegal defence here?
A lovely pass though from Peter Hart that time. You know, into great space, and McCurry, in fairness, held his nerve, found it, placed the ball perfectly beyond Durkin. But as you said, Marty, where was the defence?
Donegal team, in terms of strategy, in terms of defensive formations, will be disappointed to concede a goal so early in this championship match. Remember, they conceded 4 against Cork in their last competitive match in Croke Park, where the long ball seemed to be a problem.
Yeah, it was amazing. Tyrone hadn't scored a goal against Donegal and God knows how, when, like, but it got so easily.
And here's Colin McFadden trying to get past the 3-man Tyrone full back line, and McFadden still managed to get the kick in, and that's over the bar. Good score and a good response by the Ulster champions.
Great play from McFadden that time. He took the ball actually on his weaker right foot, but took it so well, curled it in kind of into the wind. Bertie's drifting, Murphy's drifting at times, so they're keeping the Tyrone defence guessing.
Kick out from Michael O'Neill, gathered by Neil Gallagher. Fares Martin McElhenney. Gallagher has gone forward, still McElhenney trying to get away from Colm Kavanagh. McElhenney shoots, and the umpires feel confident that it is inside the post. It's his 2nd point of the game, coming from midfield. Neil Gallagher and McElhenney combined. This is Cathal McCarran. Ronan McNabb, 2 Dromore St. Dibna's clubmen. Peter Hart putting the pressure. Still, oh, lovely little pick-up by Hart, and he's created something out of absolutely nothing. And Paul Durkin saved. It's centre half back Justin McMahon that's there, and it's over the bar. But there are ominous signs in the Donegal defence when Peter Hart goes forward, and a beautiful little chip up here that really created the space. And just for one moment, Paul Durkin was exposed, but the goalkeeper did well.
Goalkeeper did very well, and interestingly enough, I think...
With Darren McCurry, scored a wonderful goal here in this match, as to take over the free-taking responsibilities. He's outside the 45-metre line, dead straight in front of the posts. This to reduce Donegal's lead to just 1 point. Let's see what happens. Chips it in, but it's right and wide. Rory Brennan knocks it back, fires Matty Donnelly. He is fouled blatantly by Ryan.
That's the reason they're in front.
Darren McCurry. This time goes to the ball off the hands, but the result is the 8 in Pearse Park in Longford. Of course, Longford had a great win last night, staging a wonderful comeback again. Tyrone very much alive in this championship match. They may be outfielded and outplayed in the middle of the field, but they're still very much in this match. Sean Kavanagh takes the point. It's his first in the Ulster Championship 2015. His line, it's available. Look at where Michael Murphy is in his own full back line. Putting in the challenge is Justin McMahon. Oran McNeilish, Tyrone, Harrison, putting the pressure on. Admirable, to say the least, to see the work rate that Tyrone are producing. Great pressure on Donegal. They get the free, but Tyrone are doing well. There's a little bit of afters going on, and I don't know if the umpires saw it, but there was a body check on Michael Murphy. Let's continue on. Over this side is Christy Toy in a good scoreable position. Gets inside the first challenge and he fists it over the bar for his second point of the match. Good recovery. First appeared on the inter-county scene against Armagh in 2002, and he hits this straight between the posts. Barry Tierney, Cathal McShane scored the crucial goal in that under-21 final against Tipperary, remember? Conor McAliskey. This is Matty Donnelly, willing to take on Ryan McHugh. Still Donnelly onto the left boot, and that is a sweet point by Matty Donnelly. He was patient, he was confident, and at the end of it all, he produced a really good score.
Yes, a great score. He takes on Ryan McHugh effortlessly that time. Again, gets it on his favourite foot and shoots a lovely point. But Matty Donnelly, and more particularly, I think, Peter Hart, are really taking the game to Donegal. Donnelly that time, great composure, good finish.
They're level in Ballybuffet for the very first time. Ball comes out for Oran McNeilish. Carl Lacey. Wet conditions not suiting Lacey, and the error is punished superbly by Sean Kavanagh. His first from play and his third overall. And Tyrone are in front in Ballybuffet, 1-5 to 7 points.
Yeah,
in a game in the opening 10 minutes, won the All-Ireland a few weeks ago. Sean Kavanagh stepping away from the challenge. Peter Hart. Tyrone are on a roll here. Darren McCurry. It's brilliant football. Really good play. Ronan McNamee was at the end of it, and certainly the pendulum of power and dominance is swinging from Donegal to Tyrone.
Yeah, but you've got that duo again, Kavanagh, Sean Kavanagh, and I think Peter Hart involved.
Is Barry Tierney, the number 12. Remember, he played cornerback last year, now at wing forward supposedly. Christy Toy tries to knock it back for his Neil Gallagher. Carl Lacey has gone forward. Gallagher looks around to see who he can pass it to. Tremendous work rate by Tyrone. Christy Toy makes himself available. Then it's Frank McGlenn. Ball inside. There's a chance here. Oh, brilliant save by Michael Neal, and the ball is in the back of the net. What a wonderful strike. What wonderful goalkeeping. Michael O'Neill will be absolutely devastated because he produced a fantastic save. But the crucial thing is that from the save, the ball comes out and it's struck fantastically into the back of the net.
Fantastic save initially from Mickey O'Neill, from it was a Paddy McBurty, but Michael Henny just following up with the attack. We gave either brother a moment ago, not being influential around the middle of the field, but recognising he's good in the score, but there he nailed it.
Out of Donegal's 1-7. Great catch by Oran McNeilish to Ryan McHugh to Colin McFadden. Hitting it on his left, Willet Curl. Willet hooked. McFadden's second point of the match. Just when you felt that Tyrone were heading to the dressing room, going in with a lead, now the pendulum swings again to Donegal.
Well, Tyrone had gone, they had put 4 points, over the bar on the trot, Marty. They had gained ascendancy all over the pitch, but that goal from McElhenney, followed by McFadden's point, has put Donegal in the ascendancy going into half-time.
Kick out from Michael O'Neill. The right team to stay away and let Donegal go in first. You can see there is a little bit of verbals going on between people involved in the management and indeed the backroom teams, and Mickey Hart, to his great credit, trying to ensure that Tyrone go in together, but they're trying to leave in Donegal go in first. But there's a bit of afters going on here, and it's quite nasty, unpleasant and unnecessary and totally unacceptable considering the sporting match overall we've seen. This is the scene as the teams go in to the dressing room at half-time. And remember, there are steps down, then a tunnel before the dressing rooms are here at the back of us. But the referee and linesmen and officials really have to control matters, and indeed local stewards as well. And behind it all, the St. Michael's Scout Band from Enniskillen are playing while this row continues on, making it quite farcical.
It is quite farcical, but a couple of people were kind of singled out that time. I thought the referee was singled out by a number of mentors, maybe about some decisions he made, but then it grew from there because a number of the Donegal team didn't go through, as is their right, before the Tyrone lads. And then one of the Tyrone mentors, I think, got kind of a little bit excited with one of the Donegal players, but it could have turned very, very nasty there.
Well, an unsavoury...
Well, I thought it was very entertaining first half, and it was much better than I had anticipated. Considering the conditions that we have, which are quite dreadful. And of course it has the statutory sort of Ulster Championship dust up at half-time, but unfortunately nobody hits anybody anymore, so it's all pushing and shoving. But it was very entertaining, and I think that the first half saw the sort of rehabilitation.
Sean Kavanagh and one of the Tyrone, Donegal players obviously getting involved with each other.
You'd have to have Eamon McGee involved anyway. I think Sean Kavanagh and Eamon McGee have had a long-running contest going back.
The other problem, I suppose, here in Ballybofey is the tunnel, if you call it as such, or the chute, if you like, that takes players off the field, is very, very narrow. It's a recipe for
most civilised environments. People are able to walk in with each other. It's not sort of the Roman amphitheatre we're talking about now. But I thought the first half saw the rehabilitation of Colin McFadden as a footballer who had a really poor year last year, and if Donegal, for all their cleverness, had to play Paddy McBrearty from the start in last year's All-Ireland, they probably would have won it. It's also seen the improvement in Martin McElhenney. What a goal he scored. And I also thought Oran McNeilis was the best player for the first half. I thought he was in control. But Tyrone have been very spirited. Darren McCurry, Sean Kavanagh, Matty Donnelly, they've tried really hard and brought themselves back into it, because after 10 minutes I thought this game was over and dead. But now Donegal have imposed a vice on the game again.
It's the way the championship is up and running, isn't it?
It's the way Donegal sort of work in phases. You know, they started unexpectedly with a blitz, and they go 6 points to a goal up. I mean, the goal really rescued Tyrone at that stage. And then, you see some jitters from Carl Lacey. Donegal started to tire after that great effort. Tyrone had some great opportunities, and Darren McCurry missed 2 frees, which were a disaster, because at that point they were starting to take advantage of the Gale force.
This was an excellent start from Donegal, Pat.
Look, Michael, difficult conditions. We've got some great scores here today from both sides. Some brilliant points. A fantastic individual point, first of all, there from Paddy McBrearty. A lovely point from Martin McElhenney. Donegal will speculate and gamble a bit more by putting Michael Murphy on the edge of the square.
I think they certainly will, Pat. I mean, it's what they do. They did it against Derry last year.
There, lads, it tells you.
As you can see there on your screen, that's a better perspective as he takes the free and puts it straight over Paul Durkin's. Colm Kavanagh gives it back again for his Rory Brennan. 2 under 21s. Cathal McShane. Ronan McNamee scored a point in the first half. There's a chance here, and that is straight between the posts. Good play by Tyrone. Slow, patient build-up. Fine effort at the end of it all from Conor McAleskey.
Yeah, very good score. Very patient play, as you said, Marty. That's McAleskey, very confident.
Out towards Mark McHugh. Colin McFadden. Carl Lacey. McFadden Gallagher. So much on the ball here in Ballybofey. Frank McGlenn saw a little bit of space developing. Mark McHugh gets a touch to Patrick McBrearty, and that is a sweet, sweet score. It's his first touch in the second half, and it results in a quality point like this.
Yeah, fabulous score from McBrearty that time at the end of a very, very long move. Great patience by Donegal, great variety in terms of, you know, how they played the ball, but a good finish.
Matty Dunn cutting inside, looking for a little bit of support on his shoulder. It's Frank McGlenn, scored the first point. Good ball past Carl Lacey. Can Lacey chip it over? Great move by Donegal. Good score. It's kind of a sorting out period of the second half, and Donegal come away and score. There's nobody up in front of the goalposts. Ball is released. Comes as far as Eamon McGee. McFadden taking on the challenge. Corey McNulty is fouled. Cathal McCarran. This is Conor McAleskey. Nice layoff as Barry Tierney. McAleskey is at the end of it. And Tyrone can counter-attack just as good as anybody else. Both teams showing an awful lot of patience and good football.
A lot of patience, good football. But that time McAleskey, I thought actually he put the ball away. The way he reacted after the ball left his foot. But very good score once more. But just the quality of the passing, you know, the hand passing, the speed of movement at the moment from both sides is just exceptional.
Ball runs on from Martin McElhenney. Rebound comes to Frank McGlenn. There's a chance here. Right man, Paddy McBrearty. Oh, Michael O'Neill. Fantastic save, and the rebound is sent wide. Well, what about the goalkeeper? There was a lot of talk before the match about the loss of Neil Morgan, but O'Neill has produced two outstanding, fabulous saves. Here's the second.
Yeah, he took the responsibility, he went for it, he got the hand up and he saved it. Murphy was at the other side, I think.
Christy Toy. A little bit too strong, too powerful. Darren McCurry and Colin Kavanagh. Matty Donnelly. Nice little jink and footwork by Conor McAleskey. He gets inside the Donegal cover, and Donegal find Conor McAleskey more than a handful on a wet, rainy day in Ballybofey.
Well, I'd nearly termed that the point of the match from my point of view, and the way he took a lot of them on and took the responsibility and over the bar.
And strangely enough, he hasn't scored in this match. The ball drops in, batted away. Aidan McCrory is there. So too is Barry Tierney. Acres of Ballybofey pitch in front of him. McCrory back again for his Barry Tierney. Donegal regained the possession. Carl Lacey fouled. Quickly taken free for his Christy Toy. Martin McElhenney. Clear push on Patrick McBrearty, and a subsequent high challenge by Carl Lacey. Certainly 17,435 in the attendance probably felt like me that McBrearty was fouled.
I thought McBrearty was fouled also, but definitely Carl Lacey fouled that time, and the foul merited.
Waiting for Michael Murphy to take the fray. It's looking good. The reaction from the crowd would suggest that it's bang on target. Ball travels with pace. Knocked away by McFadden. Christy Toy didn't quite work out the little chip, and away comes Tiernan McCann. Sean Kavanagh hits this, a mighty wallop to the referee. In comes Carl Lacey. Paddy McBrearty wanted a quick ball. Still Carl Lacey. Comes for his Colin McFadden. Gets inside the first challenge. Gets inside the second. And O'Neill saves again. And the referee has blown the whistle. And he's given a free in to Donegal. I think he was allowing the advantage, Martin. Let's have a look at it here.
He was, yeah, because good save again, it must be said. Mickey O'Neill's had a very good game today. McFadden might have been pulled actually for over-carrying there, but he was fouled as he was taking the kick, and the referee indicated.
It was young Michael Hart. This is the question, was there, should have been, I would have said that was a 45.
Yeah, it definitely went off Neil Gallagher's fingers, actually. That should have been a 45, and that's what Tyrone were claiming at the time.
Michael Murphy just to the left of the post on the 13-metre line. Takes his point, his second of the scored Tyrone goal in the first half. Takes the free. And there's a bit of afters going on at the edge of the square. And the umpire signals wide.
Yeah, again, the viewers at home need to understand that he was kicking into a very difficult win that time. That is not an easy kick.
Mark Bradley is coming on, and the player that's making way is Darren McGurran. Sean Kavanagh and Neil Gallagher get entangled. The quality of the jersey being severely tested.
Yeah, but as Colin said at half-time, nobody really throws a punch any longer. There's an awful lot of pulling and dragging and pushing and shoving. Well, we just see Sean Kavanagh and Neil Gallagher having a little bit of modern jiving, or whatever you'd like to call it, but drag each other to the ground. And probably there will be a yellow card for both of them.
And Tyrone have numerical advantage, but they're trailing by 2 points. And all unnecessary and unsavoury. Why get involved and entangled in that sort of stuff when you're on a yellow card?
Yeah, but this has been brewing for quite a while. There's been an awful lot of intimidation going on out there. There's been an awful lot of goading others into kind of, provoking a reaction, and we got it there eventually. Ronan McNamee comes in there and hits a thump, and Neil Gallagher's the one who, because he was on the yellow card, ends up getting a second yellow and a red.
Peter Hart, Ronan McNamee. Now can Tyrone, with 6 minutes approximately left in this match, produce something special? Sean Kavanagh seemed to be looking for a free there. Sean Kavanagh ends up with Aidan McCurry. Peter Hart to his right, to his left is Matty Donnelly, trying to get by that initial challenge. Still Donnelly. Gets the ball inside, Paris McCurry. This is dangerous, there's a shot and the ball rebounds, and Paul Durkin acrobatically got a fingertip to it and managed to scramble it free. All-Star keeper 2012 and 2014 producing the goods. Seemed to be a high challenge. Donegal players protesting. The referee Joe McQuillan is coming across to Sean Kavanagh. His brother Colm is protesting already. Remember, he's already on a yellow card. It's a black card. Sean Kavanagh is heading towards the dugout.
That was a correct decision. That was a bookable offence that he committed there. Again, we're talking about players having a little bit more sense. He had more experience than to actually conceded that. Pulled him around the neck and conceded the free, and got a card for it, deservedly a black card. And because he'd been on a yellow already, has to be followed by a red, and he's gone.
High challenge, yellow, black equals red. Sean Kavanagh is gone. For the acrobatics, the agility of Paul Durkin, when the ball just seemed to be going in to the net, somehow Durkin produced a fingertip save and deflected it away from the net. Mark McHugh. To his immediate right is Eamon McGee. Ball inside is not a good one. And it almost literally comes back to McGee, and that's a 45.
Yeah, that's a 45. I think there's some confusion about
the wind to his back. Lane for that far over post. And he'll drop it straight over Michael O'Neill's crossbar. Brilliant spree. Never in any doubt once he put his right foot to the ball.
Yes, and Murphy, with his leadership, has got the last 3 crucial scores for Donegal. When he's needed most, he pops up with them.
3 points between the teams. It's 14 against 14 in Ballybofey, with Sean Kavanagh and Neil Gallagher both being sent off. Peter Hart causes problems every time he goes forward for Donegal. Desperately unlucky.
Yeah, that'll be one of the features today that is disappointing on consistently throughout the game. Not alone from, it's from both sets of players, and it's just so unnecessary, unsavoury, and is leading to an awful lot of niggle out there. The game in the second half, in fact, has deteriorated quite a bit from an attractive and engaging spectacle in the first half.
3 minutes of additional time at least to be added on as we head towards, as you can see in your screen, towards the 70th minute. Kick out is aimed at Frank McGlynn. Backtracking is Aidan McCurry. Mark McElhenney will feed Ryan McHugh. Will give it to the brother Mark. Michael Murphy. Carl Lacey. Mark Bradley putting in the challenge. So too Ronan O'Neill. But the pass back is not a great one, and Tyrone have won the ball back. Mark Bradley fouled. Free for Tyrone. We're into injury time here in Ballybofey. Essentially 3 points between these teams as Ronan McNabb tries to drop this in. And it's cleared by Frank McGlynn. Dangerous, dangerous ball. Had over 17,000 people on their feet immediately. Still time left for Tyrone to get this game out of the fire. Look how close this was. Off the crossbar. Centimetres before McGlynn kicked it free. Ronan McNamee. Ball is lost to Patrick McBrearty, who lay it off to Paddy McGrath. Back as far as Colin McFadden. Tyrone's work rate is very impressive. Still time. Centre half back Justin McMahon. Far as Ronan O'Neill. Testing out the Donegal defence with an old-fashioned high-dropping ball. Comes back outside to Matty Donnelly. Oh my word. Still time. Centre half back Justin McMahon. Far as Ronan O'Neill. Testing out the Donegal defence with an old-fashioned high-dropping ball. Comes back outside to Matty Donnelly. Oh my word. It was a rocket. And Paul Durkin had to acrobatically cover it just about, but it hit the back wall as such, just to the right and wide of the post.
Yeah, that time when the ball came in high, actually, I thought Michael Murphy would have gone up and tried to catch it. But again, in breaking it out, Matty Donnelly anticipated it very well. And it's one of those shots that can some days go in, some days not go in for you. That was very, very close.
More untidiness and unnecessary stuff going on. This is happening right in front of the referee. And the referee, John McQuillan, I'm sure at this stage will say we've had enough. Over 73 minutes played. Ball is knocked down first, Tiernan McCann. Free for Tyrone. McCann takes it quickly to Ronan O'Neill. It's the last chance for Tyrone. Mark Bradley trying to get a little bit of space. Just as he was passing the ball, there was an interception. And the ball is Donegal's and the match is Donegal's. As Donegal beat Tyrone by 3 points. Patrick McBrearty, Rory Gallagher, they will enjoy the moment. Rory Gallagher commiserates with Mickey Hart. Donegal, the Ulster champions, win the preliminary round, the first match under Rory Gallagher's reign in the championship. Very impressive first half performance. Tyrone gave it absolutely everything, and at the end of it all, despite being levelled 3 times, 2 players being sent off, Neil Gallagher and Sean Kavanagh,